Okay, so I made these stockings for coworkers, and then I'm going to fill them with stuff. But I wanted to do like a little customization tags. So I found these acrylic tags at Michael's. I think they were like $1.49 each. And so then I was going to use my Cricut to make like a snowflake to go on the back, and then their names to go on the front, and then obviously attach it, and then probably make like a tassel with some wooden beads on there. So I'm gonna try it out. So what I did was I opened up my Cricut design space, and then I made the tag that I'm gonna cut on the same size here as just a reference. I'm not actually gonna cut it out. And then I'm gonna cut just 3 of these snowflakes out, and then I'm gonna size the name tags or the names to go on there. And then I will cut those to make sure that they fit on, you know, on these tags. So let me see this. I'm gonna cut this snowflake, and then I'm gonna show you what I do next. Okay, so now that I cut my names and my snowflakes out, I'm going to take off the excess, and then I'm going to use my transfer paper to transfer it onto the acrylic tags. Oh, you mother. Oh, it didn't cut through. Excuse my language. You biznatch. Okay, well, I gotta recut these, so that's cool. Gosh darn it. Okay, so I realized why I stopped using my Cricut. It's because, excuse me language. So the other one didn't cut through. This one, I don't know what happened to this. It just ate it up. Oh, it cut through, kinda, somewhat. Look, it doesn't even, what a pile. Okay. I mean, this one just started just to chew it up. And this is their brand of vinyl, okay? This shiny thing. It's garbage. And it doesn't matter what setting you use, you can't find the right one. And then their sticky pads to put that on, garbage. So now I'm wasting money and my time, which costs money. Super disappointing. These turned out all right. I guess that's all that I'm going to be able to put on these vinyl tags. That's a super bummer. Anyway, super disappointing. Cricut, do better. I can't afford a brand new Cricut Maker machine. I have the, what do I have? The Explorer 1. And it's, I gotta say, I'm disappointed. I had the very first one you guys made. Now I have this one. I can't afford to keep upgrading just because your guys' stuff is garbage. Super bummed. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to put these on transfer paper and put them on here. And now I feel that these are going to be so bland and boring. But since my Cricut sucks, I have no other choice. So, okay. Well, let's do that part. Okay. Let's do the first one here. Oh my gosh. Hi, Willow. Okay, Cricut, this is your transfer paper. Let's see. No, of course not. Why would you? Why would you work? Why would you work? I mean, honestly, that would be too much to ask. This is why I don't use my Cricut anymore, because this stuff sucks. Absolute garbage. None of the letters are sticking. Man, Cricut, what a disappointment. Right on, let's just rip the letters now. Oh, cool. Well, that is freaking lame and boring now. So now I gotta figure something else out. Because that is boring as can be. On to the next one. Let's struggle some more, shall we? This is how I made my tassels for my stockings, and then I'll show you what they look like. So I take something to wrap my yarn around. This is, and obviously I'm going to cut the tassels to make them straight, but this is about 7 inches, 6.5 inches wide. So I use that, and then I wrap it around as many times as you want the thickness. Like I was going to make this one, and that is way too thick for the stocking. So I'm making it like the 1/3 of a size. So I'm only going to wrap around 7 times to do 14 strands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Oh no, 14 times to make 28. Sorry. So 7, 8. I thought that was too thin. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay. And then I take this strand and I go back here and I pull it through. And you're going to make like however long you want it to hang. I made a little longer because I'm going to add some wooden beads and a jingle. You can always trim it later. And then I tie it nice and tight. And then I put a little knot here so it's not going anywhere. Okay. Then you take it off your book or whatever. And I usually put it between my legs to hold it, but obviously I'm not going to do that here. So then you take your yarn and you wrap it around to make the little tassel part up top. However many times you want. I think that's pretty good. Let's do one more for giggles here. Okay. So then I try to make sure my yarn and my knot is going to be at the top because I'm going to weave it through. So first you're going to knot it so it's secure. Skeeter, get. I say get. Okay, then you're gonna put a knot in it. This guy. Some kid on the other side egging her on. Okay, and then you're gonna take like a tapestry needle, and you're gonna go kind of behind. No more. Go behind there and pull it through to hide all this. To hide the knot. I think a Skeeter's eating my ear. Okay, and then you just kind of pop it in there so it somewhat hides. Okay, and then you're gonna cut this loops. Did I get them all? Oh no. Okay, and then you're gonna cut it the length you want. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to save the scraps. Do whatever you would like with the scraps. Okay. If you want it more perfect, obviously you can do it more perfect. And then, if you got some wooden balls or beads or whatever it is you want to put on there, I just have it because I have everything in here because I'm a creator of all, but not perfect on any of them. Okay, so then you do ta-da. Oh, I got a Skeeter trying to eat me. Okay, sorry, I hit the camera. And then I put another bigger ball. Okay, and then I put a smaller ball and another smaller ball. And then, ooh, these ones are making kind of a mess. I get a smaller tapestry needle because this one I'm going to put through my jingle bell. One this way. And come on, Regina. And then one the opposite way. Okay, okay. Do you see what I'm going here? And then, oh, jingle, jingle. And there goes, ta-da. You don't want to make it too tight, so this kind of somewhat moves. And then you tie a knot. Boop. Okay, and then you can attach it to your stocking. See, I kind of made a match. Dude, I'm Skeeter. I'm gonna throw hands. You and your family. I'm gonna throw hands with them. Okay. And then I attach. And I kind of go like this because on this side, I'm gonna attach the nameplate that has nothing behind it because my Cricut is a big fat turd. And then I just get in there. Oh my gosh, this Skeeter wants me to get really mad. Okay. And then I'm going to tie a knot so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I'm going to hide. I'm going to hide that. Try to hide it. As you can see, you can't really hide in the white, but okay. Okay, let's. Okay, is that not freaking adorable? I think that's freaking adorable. Okay, here's the other one I made. Okay, and then there's the other one I made. I don't like that I don't have anything in the back of these. Oh my god, this freaking Skeeter. But I guess if you just put it in front of, nope, you get over here, Lola. I'll be trying to hide. Okay, and then let's see, it's it. Well, there we go. That's how I make the little tassels. I like how they turned out. This one's, I think, a little longer, but that's okay. I think I'm done with these. If I find anything to put on those name tags behind, I might, but I think I've given up on my Cricut. Cricut, you have made me sad. Anyway, I will find something else to make, and I will show you guys how to make that one. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.